Overall, were you very pleased with the final product? Are you embarrassed by it? What's your...
It's funny because I, like any filmmaker, I learned a valuable lesson. And I think why I did too when we were shooting the film is that you love everything. You love everything, and oh my God, this shot's great, that shot's great, this shot's great. And you want to put everything in.
Yeah.
And my buddy Steve Wang said it because he also is a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And he said it this is like, there's particular shots you like and love because you were so hard to shoot. If they don't work though, they don't work. You cut it. It's like, yeah, but it took us all night. We were there, we got this, and the effects worked really great. But do you really need it?
Yeah.
It's all about just telling the story. And so I think Guardian, I liked it. It's just long. I watched it today and all I want to do is cut 20 minutes out of it.
Interesting. You should do a director's cut.
It's in progress. It's someday we'll see because
I'm sure you have other things to work on. Okay, I got a question for you, which I'm actually personally desperate for an answer for. I was very excited. I was living in San Francisco a few years ago, and I went into Blockbuster Video, and I was looking at new releases, and sure enough, there on the shelf was Guardian of the Realm with the weirdest cover ever. Like the artwork I had like Tanya with the knives, it had Glenn with the gun, it had like some kind of thing in the background. I was like, oh, okay, from that picture, you can see what the movie's about. Right. But the picture on the cover is like some chick with hooks in her face.
Like Hellraiser.
And that's not in the movie. So how did that happen? What happened?
Welcome to the wonderful world of independent filmmaking. And Think Films bought our movie. But they were so new and they were screwing things up left and right. I look back on it now, it's not a bad cover. I probably would do things differently now. I've learned a lot about DVD covers. But it was not bad. I still liked it.
It gives you an idea of what the movie's about.
And so I wanted to show it as an action adventure film.
Yeah.
So
with a cute girl and
I laughed because my friend Scott Baker, who was my producer also, and he said that I described the poster and did sketches and drawing, and I described exactly. And when we shot it, I got exactly what I wanted. I had the picture. I had him with the gun, her with the knives, and you had this like LA skyline and this like silhouette of a demon in the back. This like big demon character in the background. My dear friend Zelda Lynn did the artwork, so I had the photographer there, and we shot the actors when the show just wrapped, so everybody was still, the hair color, the makeup, and everything was perfect. Shot them, did the cover, did it all, put it out there, and I laughed. I told those guys, I said, I want to fight for my cover. Before the film was ever made, before we even shot one bit of footage, that was my first thing. I'm going to fight for the cover. I learned from Think Films, you have to stay on top of people. It was my first time making a movie, first time selling to a distributor. So I just thought, well, okay, it'll let us know when things are ready. Don't ever do that. You stay on top of these people. You call them every day. Hey, how's that poster coming? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Pester these people, because what happened was they just think you take it as like, oh, they're not checking in. Cool, we can do what we want. So what happened was we were wanting to see, they stated the contract that they do anything like cover, they'll show us first. Okay. We supposedly have somewhat approval. Yeah. That was all lies. It said like, we had say in this, we had say in that. It was all just.
But it was in the contract.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because I discovered really quickly in contracts, what are you gonna do? Sue?
Right.
A big major corporation, corporation, big production company, and you're just a little guy with no, you made a film for next to nothing. Most people put a mortgage on their house, to make a film. So, by doing that, Scott calls me and says, "Oh my God, have you seen it?" I said, "Seen what?" The cover. I'm like, "What cover?" For our movie. I'm like. And turns out, Think Films, upon themselves, went to Fangoria and said, hey, here's the movie's coming out, Guardian of the Realm, blah, 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 and gave them all the info. Gave them the poster. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Are we not the filmmakers? Are we supposed to see this stuff first? Aren't you? And they didn't even tell us the release, didn't tell us the release date, didn't send us the poster. Jeez. We had to find out secondhand from a publication of a magazine.
That's a kick in the teeth.
Oh, I'll say it was kicking the guts. So yeah, and that was just a painful.
Jeez. So they just basically did whatever the hell
they did what they want to do, and they all do. And so when the film came out, we got a cool poster, and then when you see, and here's the thing, in defense about their poster, not a bad poster. It was cool looking, just wasn't my movie.
Interesting image, yes.
It just wasn't my movie. So you had this vampire girl screaming with hooks in her face, pulling her skin, and one thing I take out of that poster, I love their font.
Okay.
They had beautiful font. Guardian, it says Guardian, and the Realm was like these like sharp, sharpy words, like Guardian of the Realm. I just do my poster over again and steal their font.
So they brought something to the table.
Yeah, they brought cool font.
Okay.